Welcome to another episode of Honest Reviews. Today I'm talking about the game Elex, developed by Piranha Bytes and published by THQ Nordic, released on October 17th, 2017. Elex promises a unique RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world, mixing things like swords, laser rifles, and magic. I think this is the primary draw of the game that brought in a lot of the game's players. Now, when I'm reviewing a game, I try my best to go in blind and rate it for what I see, not for what I think it should be. Part of the process is trying to avoid watching other reviews on the game before I try it, in an attempt to avoid putting ideas into my head as to what the game is before I actually play it. In my opinion, the most important part of any video game is the first hour or so. Players just spent $60 to $80 on your product, and this is the developer's chance to prove to the consumer why that was a smart choice. Piranha Bytes, it seems, doesn't seem to fully grasp this concept, because the first 60 minutes of Elex are a total shit show. Before I talk about why Elex manages to completely bomb the intro to this game, I want to show you a quick clip showcasing the first few minutes. No commentary, just raw footage. I want you to experience the intro the same way I did, and then we can talk about it. Now, the best way for me to go about justifiably ripping this game to shreds is by comparing it to a better game. To do that, I want to show you a quick clip of the intro to Dead Space, a game published by EA on October 13th, 2008, nearly a decade ago. Now, the reason why I choose Dead Space as a game to compare this to is because it has arguably one of the best intros to any video game to date. And, funny enough, it has similar graphics to Elex.
One way here, sinking our orbit now.
All this trouble over that chunk of rock.
Deep space mining is a lucrative business, Ms. Daniels. Aegis 7 is a gold mine according to prospectors' reports. Cobalt, silicon, osmium. Now, where is she? There she is. We have visual contact.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automatic docking procedures a go.
What the hell?
Sir, the auto.
What is it?
We're off track. We're gonna hit the hull.
Hit the blast shields. Their guidance tether's damaged. Switch to manual, now.
Inside the magnetic field? Are you insane?
No,
Abort!
we can make it inside. Corporal, gave you an order.
Field's too strong.
One of the first things I hope you noticed about the two is the graphics. Despite the fact that Dead Space was released nearly 10 years ago, the graphics are almost as good, if not better, than Elix's. The fact we're seeing these low-quality games in 2017 is obnoxious. It's like Piranha Bytes didn't even care to make the game even remotely good-looking. Just look at the comparison between these two helmets. For Christ's sakes, you can see the pixels on the main character's helmet. There is no excuse for this type of quality other than laziness. These developers were lazy. But let's move on to gameplay, shall we? After my initial playthrough, I went online and tried to find out what other reviewers were saying about Elex. The overwhelming consensus is that the graphics, quote, need improvement, but that the gameplay makes up for it, unquote. Total bullshit. This is easily the worst RPG to come out in the past decade. The controls are slow and clunky, respond poorly, and half the time spent playing the game will be in a locked cinematic-style camera every time you interact with an item or terrain feature. It doesn't sound too bad until your camera locks up and you're stuck in an animation you can't cancel every 30 seconds. The combat is total dog shit. They utilize some poorly integrated lock-on system combined with a stamina bar. It's the laziest combat design I've probably ever seen. There's no damage values, just a health bar and a stamina bar. Again, every action you perform results in a locked camera, cinematic style. I'm just blown away at how terrible this is. It's not fun, even in the slightest degree. I mean, for Christ's sakes, this is 2017. What were you thinking? Add on the fact that you don't even have a character display screen, the thing that shows what items you have equipped, what stats are currently affecting your character, etc., and you have one of the worst RPGs created on this side of Skyrim. Yeah, sure, people are claiming it has a large open landscape to explore, but you know what else has that? Skyrim, Fallout, The Witcher, Arma, Elite Dangerous, Diablo, World of Warcraft, PUBG, H1Z1, Grand Theft Auto, Lords of the Fallen, Tomb Raider, shit, even Minecraft does an alright job with its pixelated, procedurally generated crap. And that's only the stuff I can think of offhand. Do not waste your money on this game. Don't even bother pirating it. It's not worth the bandwidth. Save yourself the time and hassle and just move on, letting Elex slip into the void of shitty games that never got any traction. And that's it. I'll see you on the next episode of Honest Reviews.